from Hobart and William Smith Colleges. This is Meet the Campus with John Heavey.
This week, we'll sit down with instructor of philosophy, Rodman King, go into the office of Associate Professor of English, Anna Creddick, and visit Hobart Senior, William Zale. So join me this week and every week for Meet the Campus with me, John Heavey, because that's how I roll. Teaching in the philosophy department, Rodman King explores issues of justice and equality. His road to philosophy, however, was a circuitous one, in which he pursued astrophysics, mathematics, and social work.
So the big question, how did I become a philosopher? My sister, who's the exact opposite of me, knew that she wanted to be a doctor from the age that she was 6. I'm a little more of a free spirit. I had to kind of drift my way through life to find kind of that focus. I actually started my undergraduate career as an astrophysics major. I went to my academic advisor and I said, okay, I'm going to graduate with this Bachelor's of Science, and what do I do? So I left. I packed my stuff and went home and showed up at my parents' doorstep. And after my father's head exploded, he told me to go out and find my way in the world, and tried to see if I could, get my feet wet in some graduate studies in philosophy, and loved it. Loved it here, worked very hard here, and a position opened up, and I applied for it, and I was lucky enough to get it. And the rest is sort of history.
With a background in American Studies, Associate Professor of English Anna Creddick brings an interdisciplinary approach to the teaching of literary texts. By teaching literature as history and culture, Creddick maintains an active and engaged classroom.
One of my favorite things about my job here is because I have an interdisciplinary training, I get to teach across disciplines in an interdisciplinary way. So I'm in the English department, but I also teach women's studies and critical social studies, and my course is cross-list in lesbian, gay, bisexual studies. This is the color I chose for my office walls, very controversial, bright orange, because I wanted this room to pop and be a lively, conversational kind of a place. This is one of my favorite bookshelves because it's full of pop fiction, pulp fiction from the 50s, and I like to collect this kind of stuff. I'm a big believer in tea and drinking tea. Make tea, not war, is what my cup says. It says word on my office door, because that's pretty much what my occupation is. I work with those things.
As a participant in the HWS Arts Collective and America Reads, rising senior William Zale thinks critically about his position in both the Geneva and Hobart and William Smith communities.
One of the attractive things about a liberal arts school is that you can come here and just sort of sample the educational menu. In the fall of my junior year, I ended up going to New Zealand. And while I was there, I was doing this program they call Worldwide Opportunities on Organic Farms. So that was a great way to travel. My sophomore year, I decided to do America Reads. And initially, it was because I wanted to put it on my resume. But as I started to get into it, I actually started to really enjoy it. I felt like I was giving back to the community. And I think it's easy to go to a new place in a new state, go to a college and not feel any real connection to the town that you're in. And I think actually taking the time to work with those students and develop a rapport with them really just completes the experience of being a college student.
I'm John T.S. Heavey. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next week for another edition of Meet the Campus.